Alright, what's going on, guys? Using Actionz here, and welcome back to another Outlast Trials video. Now today we are going to be talking about and theorizing just a little bit about the new Outlast Trials ending. The new ending is of course what you guys just watched at the very beginning of this video, and it just goes 0 to 100 compared to the first ending we had. The first ending, you wake up in a nice little hotel room. Granted, there's blood footprints on the floor and blood on the bed and writing on the wall, but you know, it's still much chiller than this ending. But this one, no, we got a bomb strapped to our chest, we're flying down a street, we're crashing into cars, we're blowing stuff up. It just goes 0 to 100 very quickly. Also, ignore my nasally ass voice. Winter's creeping up on you, boy, way quicker than I was ready for, and it's just not being nice to me, so excuse me for my nasally ass annoying voice, but I do need to talk about this. At the very beginning of the clip, if we break it down just a little bit, to the right, you can see a flag hanging. That is actually the South Vietnam flag. And then if we look to our left, hanging up on the building, we see a sign that says Hotel Saigon. So this all confirms that we are in South Vietnam. Of course, this is probably no coincidence. This was the time that the Vietnam War was raging on. So there's, you know, Vietnam was kind of a hot topic during this time. But Murkoff's little subject here is flying down this road next to this hotel, proceeds to just completely obliterate this blue car in front of them. And while this is all going on, you can hear the voice in his head saying, "Only I love you." You can also see it in the subtitles, which is very interesting. That's probably, you know, what's making him convinced to do this. He was told to do this. He's convinced. He's like, "Only I love you. Nobody else loves you. You're doing this for my cause." You know, convincing them that it's a good thing to do, which it's not. And it also makes me very interested, now that we know we are in South Vietnam, if Murkoff had anything going to do with the Vietnam War, which they may have, which I will talk about here in just a little bit. But also, we're kind of jumping around interesting areas. So in the first ending of the game, if you look out the window, you can see a Cuba flag. So we were in Cuba in the first ending, and now we're in South Vietnam. Red Barrels is not making a mistake here. They're trying to tell us something about these places, obviously, or they wouldn't put the flags up. You know, they want us to know where we are, which is very interesting. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me right this moment, but hopefully as we get newer endings, more updates, everything will kind of come together, which I'm sure it will. They usually like to do that, but it's just something interesting to note. Once our guy here floors it into the back of this poor person's blue car, you can look down and see the bomb strapped on your chest. It starts with about 10 seconds at the very beginning, and of course it's counting down because you're blowing this place up. And then once we look to our left where we actually are, you can see a sign that says South Vietnam and USA Friendship Conference. Now this is very interesting. Why would Murkoff want to be stopping and causing a scene here, blowing up a hotel where a South Vietnam and USA Friendship Conference is happening? Unfortunately, of course, that's everybody's biggest question, and I just don't have the answer to that. But we do have a theory, and me and actually Michael, the Michael Strong, we're talking about this scene, discussing it for about an hour the other night, and that's why I'm making this video while it's all kind of fresh in my head what we were talking about. We did a little research on this, and we actually found something that is quite interesting. I'm not sure if this is exactly what they were trying to reference here, if this is what Red Barrels was going for. But let me show you a little something. Let me read you a little article, a little history fact here. So we knew we are at Hotel Saigon here, right? We know we're in South Vietnam. So we're doing a little research, you know, Cold War, Hotel Saigon, if anything happened around this time. And sure enough, we do find something that had happened. So in 1964, there actually was a hotel bombing in Saigon, just like what's happening here. It was the Brinks Hotel in Saigon, also known as the Brink Bachelor Officers' Quarters, was bombed by the Viet Cong on the evening of December 24th, 1964 during the Vietnam War. Viet Cong operatives detonated a car bomb underneath the hotel, which housed United States Army officers. Once again, there's a lot of comparisons here. A car bomb, it said there was two people, there's only one person. They kind of twisted it, you know, it's a little bit different, so that's why I'm kind of iffy if this is exactly what they're referencing. But there's also a lot of facts pointing towards this is what they were trying to reference. The explosion did actually end up killing 2 Americans and a couple officers of the Viet Cong. Once again, if this is what they were referencing, why is Murkoff trying to cause trouble between South Vietnam and the USA during the Vietnam War? Like, what would they be gaining from that? You know what I'm saying? Unless they're just trying to turn everybody on each other, which is something I could see Murkoff doing. But Murkoff doesn't do anything unless they're gaining something from it. So that's where I'm kind of lost. Then the bomb ends up detonating, the screen goes white, and we cut to credits. So that is the gist, basically, and a couple little theories that me and the Michael Strawn came up with talking about this new Outlast Trials ending. So let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, everything here is just a super big stretch, but you know, it's always fun, you know, trying to find this little information, compare things, that kind of stuff. So nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about this new ending and about the theory and all that good stuff. If you guys have any of your own theories, I would love to hear those in the comment section, of course. Yeah, man, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to like button. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.